Yeah, this is basically a collection of my stuff on Krita. But anyway, I want to be around the bush and mention how I managed to make the Scott Pilgrim thumbnail. Now, first, basically what I did was go onto Google. So if I simply just were to switch the window right now, I believe it should be this. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Um, Go up, type up Scott Pilgrim versus the world. I get an image I want, right? Well, for then, I would simply just copy the image. From there, I'm going back to Krita. Hold up. Just want to make sure I get this working. Then I could like use my thumbnail template. Hold up. This might be a bit awkward. I haven't done something like this in a while. So I put up like this. And well, the more experience you have using a software, the better you become. I'll be upfront saying that. Game engines, digital art softwares, all that goes. So basically, my this is basically a document I've stored basically a lot of files on and just pull up images on. And where did I put paste Scott Pilgrim? Okay, that's a background. So I usually have those at the bottom because they're the lower layers. They like it's basically a full screen color. Just like how you draw on a piece of paper, it starts out as white, but the more you paint it, the more colorful it gets. That's basically the same as the background. Anyway, I might be jabbering on. I also have all these other stuff. The Crimson box from season 1, season 2, and the orange box from season 3, as well as the green box from season 4. Which, there it is. No, just a little fun gag I thought I'd bring up. I'm gonna have some old badges from the old days. Anyway, I should stop getting too carried away. Hey, and focus on the objective. How did I change the background to make it, um, well, just change the colors in general? This wasn't exactly easy to do. Believe I had to look at my filter choose. Well, I mainly just used the contingent section to wait, hold up. I think I remember. I think I took advantage of the black lines. It's a distinct art style I noticed for these characters. They had a thick black background. Now, if I get rid of the Avatar Penguin, this guy, which I have a lot of different emotes, like different features. I design my characters like in an anatomy. So I can give it all different expressions, motions. I make each asset its own thing. Each image. I digress. I talk about it later. So let's say I have all this selected. Well, now I'm just going to pick a random color. I'm going to use purple, this dark purple. That seems to be the most remote. All right, that was ineffective, so I must have missed. As you can see now, I have all this. Background's completely consumed. Now if I take that off, you can kind of see some sort of background homage. Well, let me just loop out all these other thumbnails and get a nice clean look. There you go. Some faces are missing, but you kind of get a solid image now. I kind of like that. And that's all using the contingent section. I had to make some adjustments to make sure it's favorable. Well, you learn what the words mean as you use them. And now I'm going to use the paint tool. I'm going to make a backup just in case I screw up. Oh yeah, there we go. I normally have the grown feather on 20 to give a little bit of a background glow, like I do to my thumbnails. Actually, hold up. I just realized I may actually even need to use the paint tool. Oh, I already even have this saved just in case. So if I have to select on this, I'm using contingent tool again. And I'm just going to click on the yellow-orange background and hold shift so I save my assets. Going to try to get as many gaps as I can. Where else? Here we go. Sometimes you gotta be really careful. You don't know who's going to give you a hard time for missing a single spot. So now I have that selected. First, going to do a quick copy and paste. And now I'm going to click Control U to bring up a window that would say HSV/HL. Okay, it's not showing up here. Hold up. Is it going to, I don't think it's going to show actually. Darn. Well, but it ends up a new window. It shows hue, saturation, lightness. And basically, I'm just going to shift the hue and left and right, and you get all these different colors. And I pick a color I want. This I found pretty favorable, so I go for this. I click OK. Technically, I could do something like this, or that, or even just make it all dark, or take the color away. I wanted to. I could go deeper into effects, but this case for making the greenish pink thumbnail, I kind of had to get lucky. So yeah, simple Photoshop. And that's about it.